Welcome to the My Florida Green podcast. In part 3 of our interview with Nick Garrelay, founder and CEO of My Florida Green, we pick up where Nick breaks down how dispensaries are structured according to Florida law and how this adult use bill can be used to monopolize cannabis dispensaries going forward.
So vertical integration, a lot of people don't understand what vertical integration actually is. The grow license has to own the dispensary, has to own the process and the manufacturing, the delivery, the security, all the way up. It's one entity has to own it all the way up, vertical integration. So when recreational passes, it doesn't open up a free market at all. If anything, it restricts it even more. So each dispensary almost becomes a cartel at that point. And again, this one that's got a monopoly on the entire state is going to come in and really clean house. So it's not a free market at all, and that's what a lot of people need to understand when they're going to vote for the Smart and Safe or Dumb and Dumber bill.
I couldn't agree more. So if there's any one thing that you want to make sure people walk away with knowing about the Smart and Safe bill, what would that be?
There's no home grow in it, right? And again, it doesn't open up the market. It restricts it. And if I could change it, if I could rewrite the bill, I would limit it to smokable flower, right? Just and limit it to obviously 21 and over, but make sure that the medicinal products are plentiful and supplied for the medical patients first before the recreational user could come in and bombard and take the supplies away, right? So, and home grow, I think that we should be able to grow our own marijuana. I mean, it's a plant that grows easier than tomatoes. And I think that people should be able to trade it. I think if you're a cancer patient and you have a neighbor that's a cancer patient, you guys should be able to grow your own flower and grow your own strain-specific stuff and make brownies, make edibles, smoke it, do whatever you want with it and trade it amongst each other. It should be a felony, for God's sakes. I mean, this is a plant that's never killed anyone in history. And the medicinal benefits are undeniable. I mean, so the analytics that our platform aggregates is incredible, right? So we've got 45% of our patients quit drinking alcohol, 65% reduce the need for prescribed medications, 85% improve the quality of sleep and lower their anxiety. Those stats are undeniable. You can't attach that to any prescription drug out there. Yet the prescription drug commercials are so hilarious. You can't even watch a show on Hulu without seeing 4 or 5 prescription drug commercials that show people dancing in a field, improving their quality of life, but they have rectal bleeding as a side effect, as well as stage 4 cancer, and you're gonna die pretty much. And we laugh at it, right? But then you have this plant that's a medicinal plant that's never killed anyone in history, and you have stats like that attached to it. It's undeniable. So if I could deliver a message, to people out there. If you're suffering, try this stuff, and don't wait until you have a stage 4 cancer diagnosis. Cancer is on fire right now. It's running rampant in our communities, and it's really sad. And what's even more disheartening is when somebody comes in and they're stage 4 and on their way out. Come into us when you first get the diagnosis. There's a study out there, you won't find it because Big Pharma buries it, but there's a study out there that talks about how 85% of cancer treatments are more successful when cannabis is involved, right? Patients getting pumped with chemo, they're going to deal with nausea and vomiting. Have a vape pen on hand, right? Most of the cancer places, even though they won't admit this, but when these people are sitting there getting pumped with chemo in their port, they'll let them puff on their vapes, right? So, so that's an option for the nausea. Most cancer patients aren't sleeping because they're thinking about the future or lack thereof, right? So, let's get you some edibles or a tincture of indica to take for sleep. I mean, don't come to us so late. Come to us right at the beginning. Make this part of the protocol, and the success rate will increase dramatically. And again, we're proud to be a part of this. We're proud of our company. We're proud of the team that we built. We're proud of the customer service that we have. I mean, we've got 5-star reviews up the wazoo, and the technology that we built. The app makes life a lot better, I think, for everybody. and the state needs to wake up. The state really needs to understand that they look silly, especially to the people who are intelligent, and we're not going to back down. We're not going to be silenced, right? I know the government always wins. The last thing I want to do is fight. I'm trying to unite with them. I'm trying to show them what we have. I'm trying to give them a platform that we can plug into their shitty technology that they use already. And whoever built it out there, I'm sorry to insult you, but it's freaking MS-DOS from the 1980s. It's ridiculous to log into. I think it was created to be difficult, but for God's sakes, it's 2024. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. This is it. We're here, and we're not going to stop.
First, it's an honor to be a part of this movement.
Likewise.
With you. And you've created such a fantastic platform, the Doc app. It connects the patients to doctors, and it could connect the state too. Everybody could play nice if they would just listen.
I can make the state look like heroes. We can make the state look like heroes. We passed a medical marijuana program. Let's unite. Like you have a bunch of lawyers that wrote these rules and regulations. There's no doctors involved. Get some professionals, some people that know what they're talking about, and that's us. Let's all get together. Let's all have a meeting, a lunch, coffee, whatever. We'll show you what we got. We can show you the improvements that we can make, and we can preserve the medical program. You want to pass recreational? Go for it. Don't care. You want to make a bunch of money selling a bunch of people weed, and no problem. I'm all for capitalism. I'm a capitalist myself. However, we need to preserve this medical program because that's what Floridians voted for. We're passionate about this because we see the progress. We see the people improving their quality of life, and we went all in. I mean, if you're out of Keyway and you see the boat out there, right? We're not exactly staying under the radar. We got the big Mercedes Sprinter bus out there, a big pot leaf on the side of it. I think we represent the space well. We cleaned it up. When none of us are wearing tie-dyed shirts. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think that we've seen enough of that. It's time to take this stuff seriously. The government loves it when people laugh at this. They love it. They love to turn this into a joke. And the government's done a terrible job. But of course, they're busy with sending money to other countries and trying to save the world. But again, I digress a lot here. But I want people to know that we're here for you. And we have locations all over the state. Our headquarters is right here in Naples, and we spearheaded the most conservative red county in Florida, and we haven't stopped. And we have 28,000 patients just here in Naples. That's a lot of people that are medicating now naturally, right? And no one's dying, so it's pretty awesome.
It's amazing. I mean, this plant's been around for, it's been used medicinally for thousands of years. It wasn't until the last almost 100 years we just kind of said, it's not medicinal anymore. But that we both know that was not because it was a dangerous drug.
Right.
So, it's just, that's why this is just amazing. And I got to tell you how rewarding this is, seeing people come in after 7 months and just seeing the transformation.
The 7-month follow-ups are our favorites, right? First-time patients, they come in, they're scared, they're still timid, but when they come in for their follow-up, it's so rewarding and so fulfilling. I mean, we shed tears here, we share a lot of laughter. It's nice that COVID's over. We give a lot of hugs, so come in for a free hug, if anything, right?
That's right. Well, anyone who's interested in getting some relief, the other thing I wanted you to capitalize on too is you said don't wait.
Don't wait.
That's something we see all too often is someone that's been on these,
too long.
Yeah, these synthetic pharmaceuticals for 20, 30 years. Now they're going into kidney failure and all kinds of other things and all these other side effects. Why wait? It's a plant. It's not going to kill you.
And don't wait for a cancer diagnosis either. You're taking a prescription right now and you don't like the side effects. There's a solution, or there's a potential solution, I will say, right? Because everybody's different. I don't want to say that there's any guarantees, but if you're taking a Xanax to go to sleep, we can solve that easily, right? If you're taking a Xanax for anxiety, we can solve that. Xanax is the number one drug that our patients are reducing the need or getting off of. We've got over 2,500 patients over the past 7 months. I mean, and we can show you the strain and the route that they use to get themselves off of Xanax too, and it's usually indica, aka indica couch. But if you're taking sleep aids, if you're taking benzos, if you're taking opioids for pain, for back pain, I mean, there's a solution for all that, or at least an alternative, I should say. And our biggest shtick here is to make sure that you're educated and you understand the different routes, and then to kind of turn you loose and empower you and say go for it, because you have to experiment. Everybody's different, right? Everybody, or not everybody, can do the same route, the same dose, and handle the same kind of regimen. So, but I think that's the most important thing people to need to know and understand is that there is an alternative, and it's right here, right in front of you. So go to the website.
Absolutely. MyFloridaGreen.com. Hit get started. Come down and see us.
We'll
Fill
see
out
you
the
soon.
paperwork. We'll get you taken care of.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being a part of this as well. I love our team. It's like a family, and we're not going to stop.